Hey friends, this is Brandon here with a video for my copywriting friends out there. As you can see here, the title is How Can Copywriters Escape the Commodity Trap? And what I mean by that is that as more and more copywriters are out there, as more and more, native English speakers in foreign countries where, their cost of living and whatnot are much cheaper than they are in the United States, and as bots and different things come online and compete with you, people don't necessarily see your value as a copywriter. So I'm going to show you how you can, distinguish yourself and show people that you're not just a copywriter. I'll give you a couple of one specific thing, and then hopefully that'll get your mind thinking. So that's the primary thing I'm going to be teaching you in this little video here. The main reason, though, that I'm doing this video, of course, is a proof of life. My buddy John Caprani was worried about me over the last couple of days. Maria was worried about me the last couple of days. Other people very worried about me when I disappeared for a day and a half. So I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. No more 1.5 day vacations from Facebook for Brandon. Even though I'm still banned for the next 12 days, I'm still talking to people. All right, so if you're writing copy, you have, like I said, a problem in that there's more and more writers out there, and there's good writers out there. So you're competing against very good writers, and it's hard to compete on being the very best copywriter in the world. If you're trying to do that, I wish you good luck, because there's a lot of writers out there. I'm certainly not one of the best copywriters in the world, but I get paid well. And the reason why is that, people, when they start working with me, they don't think of me as just a copywriter. I'm also, a very good at direct marketing strategy and just overall marketing and positioning strategy. In fact, like when I was hired at Stansberry, Mike Palmer at Stansberry hired me, and he said straight out that of all the copywriters they were considering, I was probably the one that was, not the best. But he said that, man, you're one of the best marketers that we've ever interviewed, and we need somebody that understands copy and marketing. So we're gonna take you on. So that's the thing. You need to, right now, marketing is actually a more valuable skill, I think, than copywriting. And if you can combine the two of them, then you 10x both. Like if you're just a marketer, you have this value. If you're just a copywriter, you have this value. But it's a case of 1 + 1 is 10. So I'm going to give you an example, like how you can, just something I've recently done with a client where, so you think about your lead sources, okay? And when you have referral leads, those are the easiest leads to convert. That's why, JV traffic and affiliate traffic, super easy to convert compared to cold traffic, right? So everybody would like to have JV traffic and affiliate traffic. But the thing is that affiliate traffic can be expensive, anywhere from 50 to 100%, right? What if you could get, though, your customers to be your JV partners, right? Well, it's actually not that hard to do. And it doesn't cost you a lot either. Like, think about, for example, I don't know, a lot of you guys are young enough that you probably don't even remember when Hotmail launched. And, it ended up being bought by Microsoft for billions of dollars. It was one of the first billion-dollar acquisitions. And their initial growth strategy was just purely like a guerrilla marketing thing and getting friends to refer friends, because you would send something from your Hotmail account, and then at the bottom of your Hotmail account, right, there would be this thing that I'm using Hotmail and you can sign up here too, and it's this free unlimited email and blah 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 blah. And they grew like crazy because at the time everybody could really only have one email address. It was always just associated with your IP. So if you had AOL, that's where you got it. If you had Earthlink, that's where you got it. If you had, whatever, and that's where your email address was. So when they put that at the bottom, people went crazy with it, right? So what I did with my client is I just said, hey, if you will refer somebody that buys, we're going to give you one little bonus. Now, if you refer 2 people that buy, you're going to get this other bonus. If you refer 10 people, then you're going to get this unlimited crazy thing. We've actually had 2 people that have referred 10 people to a $2,500 product. Okay, so it's incredibly powerful, and the thing is that like that, like I said, that's a much easier sale to make. Like, when your friend says, hey, check this dude out, you're much more likely to trust it than you are to trust it from an ad. Or even, like, secondarily to that, if your friend has told you, like, check these people out, and then you see an ad, and then you go back and you're like, oh yeah, cool. So start thinking about things like that, right? I mean, that's just one example. I could give you probably 300. And my course, actually, the course that I'm creating is probably about 1/3 copywriting, and then probably like 2/3 integrating strategy into your copywriting so that you can be more than a copywriter, because we are coming to a time where copy is less and less of the thing that is valuable. And, like I said, if you're just seen as a copywriter, yeah, I mean, you can write words, great. You're like an artist, and most artists are starving and broke. And so, and if you're a marketer, it's a little bit more valuable, but not much. But if you combine those two things, you're infinitely valuable. And I don't think that's something that will ever change. I mean, that's also something that the machines can't take over, because it really requires an understanding of both things, right? And the ability to think on a level, on a human level, that machines haven't been able to do yet. So anyway, just that's something to think about. That's like one example of something I've done, and hopefully then that sort of starts to get your brain churning and thinking about other things that you can do. But even if it doesn't get your brain churning and thinking about other things that you can do, propose this to your client, and I promise you they will find you more valuable than they do right now while you're just seen as just a copywriter. That's all.